Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Kausar Momin. Today we are going to study about chapter number 5, chapter number 15, sound. This is a part of science subject. Chapter number 15, sound. Before to start this chapter, we'll discuss that how is sound produced. So the answer is sound is produced when an object vibrates, creating a pressure wave. This pressure wave causes particles in the surrounding medium, and the medium will be air, water, or solid, to have vibrational motion. As the particle vibrates, they move nearby particles, transmitting the sound further through the medium, and here we can hear the sound. So let's go ahead. Details about production of sound. You can observe with the left hand side one tuning fork is over here. This is the apparatus. Through this we can create vibrations. Through the vibration we can feel the sound which is creating, and that comes in production of sound. This apparatus name is called as tuning fork. You can observe this is stem and these are the prong. Okay. So a tuning fork is made of two prongs and a stem, keeping stem steady. If the prongs are struck, they start vibrating. How to struck? With the help of rubber band, we can struck these prongs, and afterwards this tuning fork will vibrate. You can observe here with this figure. This gives you a stationary tuning fork. There is no movement for the same. Tuning fork is with the steady condition, so it is stationary. That means there is no vibrations along with it. So to show the state of air around tuning fork, vertical lines are used. If you want to show the state around tuning fork, we can show the vertical lines. Afterwards we are having the same diagram. Here the vertical lines are equally spaced. It indicates that average distance between the air molecules. If the vertical lines are having same distance between them, then we can say between them the distance is average, and air molecules are separated everywhere commonly. Okay, so here the with these lines we can understand in detail. We can say that over here, which is production of sound by tuning fork. You can observe with this figure A and figure B and figure C. Continue with in stationary tuning fork, the vertical lines are equally spaced, which indicates that the average distance between the air molecules is the same everywhere, and the average air pressure is also same. Likewise, if you'll observe over here, the air pressure is in between all these molecules are same. If you'll hit the tuning fork, then this type of vibrations are coming out. You can observe here, if you will hit the tuning fork, then vibrations are coming out in this way. We can hit the tuning fork and the vibrations are coming out. You can observe the position. Once it is this fork are having this direction and then this type of direction. Likewise, we can say inside and outside, and the positions are these. So you can observe here that these lines, perpendicular lines are there. They are very close, and here you can observe they are very far away from each other. So we can say that for this A position, compression, because here air molecules are very close to each other, and this is rarefaction. Air molecules are little bit far away from each other, and obviously the density which is present in here, it is high, and the density present over here, it is low. So we can say it as compression and rarefaction. So the region in which air is high pressure and high density is called as compression, which is A region. Let's go ahead with the B region. Here you can observe the movement of tuning fork. After hitting, this movement is coming. When it is inside, then during vibration the prongs of the fork come close to each other. When it is coming close to each other, you can observe with the third figure that rarefaction is coming out. The region in which air is at low pressure and low density is called rarefaction, because here the air molecules are little far away from each other, because this tuning fork is bending towards each other, and that is why the air molecules which are present outsider of this, these are having they are freely moving, and because of they are freely moving, rarefaction is coming out because of its low pressure and low density. So here you can observe actual representation of compression and rarefaction. So this is the movement of your tuning fork as I have shown you already, and this is rarefaction, this one is compression, rarefaction and compression. So sound will repeat all the time, and obviously sound is having, it is, whenever sound travels, it travels in a form of wave. So specific signal reach the brain and we get a sense of hearing a sound. These are the sound waves. Sound always follow wave. So before this, in the video discussion we have done with this diagram. Now we will go ahead with propagation of sound and medium. We all know that for the propagation of sound we need a medium. If vacuum is there, then there will be no sound hearing is coming out. So this is one instrument, one setup is over here. You can observe that this pipe is there, vacuum pipe. It is attached with this container, and in the container the bell is there which hits all the time, and while hitting the sound is creating. But when we are connecting this vacuum pump and if you switch on, then whatever the air present with this jar, it is coming out and there will be no air with it, and at that time there will be no hearing of sound. So hence we can say sound needs a medium. If medium is not there, then you cannot able to hear the sound. So here is the setup for sound, hearing of sound through a medium. Sound is a mechanical wave and needs some material medium like air, water, steel, etc. for its propagation. It cannot travel through vacuum, which can be demonstrated by the following. Take an electric bulb and an airtight glass bell jar. The electric bell is suspended inside the airtight bell jar. You can observe here the setup. And here downside we are connecting one vacuum pump. Vacuum, what is the use of vacuum pump? To remove the air which is present in the bell jar. Now switch on the bell jar and switch off the vacuum pump. At that time what happens? At that time you can hear the sound. Once, because through this pipe the air which is coming out afterwards, if you take the air which is present in the jar, pumped out the air and then again switch on, at that time you are not able to listen the bell. Once air gets finished from the bell jar, at that time the not a single voice is coming out from the jar. So here we can say sound needs a medium. Similarly, we can find out frequency of sound wave. You can observe here with this diagram, if the pressure is high, then there will be a compression. If the pressure is low, Rarefaction, again pressure is high. High low is coming out, and hence the wave is forming with the help of the same. So we can say this is the cycle of compression and rarefaction in sound wave and change in pressure. How change in pressure? Because every time pressure is changing high low, and with the help of that only in the propagation of sound we are getting compression and rarefaction, as we have seen earlier also. You can observe in the figure, compression and one rarefaction together form one cycle of wave. One compression and one rarefaction. See, this is compression and this is rarefaction. So this is your one cycle. This is your one cycle. Waveform is starting from this and it is ending from this. So we can say this is one cycle. So in this one cycle, here compression and here rarefaction is there. Okay, so one compression and one rarefaction gets together forms one cycle of the wave. The number of cycles formed in air in 1 second will be decided by the number of times prongs of the tuning fork vibrates back and forth. Obviously, we have seen like back and forth motion was there, like this way and that way. So back and forth motion was there, and we can go ahead with this back and forth. We can count down the number of cycles with the time, with respect to time, with every second, and that is the number of vibration of the tuning fork in 1 second. We can say it as number of vibration in tuning fork 1 second. So whatever the number of such cycles that produce in air per second, in 1 second, whatever the number of cycles are creating, that is called as frequency of that sound wave. Whatever the number of cycles which are creating with per second, it is called as frequency. This word is very very important, frequency. How to define this frequency of sound wave? Number of cycle produced in air with per second is called as frequency, and unit of frequency is hertz. HERTZ, hertz, and we can write this as short form HZ, capital H and capital small z. This is hertz. Okay, so we can say if one cycle is completed in 1 second, then frequency is said to be 1 hertz. Example, tuning fork. The tuning fork is shows its frequency to be 512 hertz, which means the tuning fork vibrates 512 times per second. In 1 second, the tuning fork vibrating 512 times. That is why it is having its frequency 512 hertz. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. Now next we will go ahead with sound and music. And here we can see if the frequency of that sound gets changed, then voice will be whatever sound which is coming out from the same, it will be also different. If the frequency change, then sound will also change. So we can say sound waves of different frequencies produce different sound notes. If the field music, various musical instruments are used for creation of sound notes. In the musical instrument, all these type of things gets used. We all heard musical instrument sound can change in different way. So nothing is like very much interesting. uh, Obviously they are changing the frequency of the same and the sound will get changed. So we are having many more musical instruments, and the musical instruments are, you can observe here, sitar, violin, guitar, which are strings for production of sound, and instruments like flute, shehnai, which use air blown into pipes for the production of sound. In string-based instruments, the frequency of vibrations of the string is changed by changing the tension on the string or by changing the vibrating length of the string using fingers. This results is generation for of different notes. If you will change the vibrating length, or if you change the tension of the string, means whatever applied mass. If you are applying a mass, then the tension is creating in this wire. Okay, or any string, if you're applying a mass, then the tension is creating in the wire, and while applying mass you can change the tension with the string. So due to this tension, or we can say due to changing of vibrating length, we can make a different notes. Okay, notes means whatever vibrations which are coming, the number of waves forms with the wire, those are called as notes. Okay, so in now similarly the sound is producing with the human also. Obviously we are talking, that means sound is producing with our larynx also, and larynx presents with our part of thorax, near the part of thorax. You can observe with this picture. See, this is the structure of your mouth. From the mouth there is a way, and near when you'll go to the nearer, they see you can observe swallowing, vocal cords, trachea, esophagus. Overall function is called as larynx. This is called as larynx, and inside in it the sound gets produced. So either if speak a little loudly, or sing a song, or produce humming sound like a bee, and put your fingers on your throat. Do you feel some vibrations? Obviously. Talk like normally talk, and put your finger to your throat. Then obviously you feel some vibrations which are creating with your thorax part. Okay, so in the human, sound is produced in the larynx. While swallowing food, we can feel with our finger a hard bump that seems to move. This is nothing but larynx. If you're having food, that time while having the food, something very hard which is nearer to your throat, and that is called as, it is called as larynx. Okay, just put your fingers with your throat, and whatever the harder part is there, that is larynx. Okay, so as shown in figure, the upper end of windpipe, two vocal cords stretch across voice box, or which we can say larynx, in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them, a passage of air. This is here, narrow slit is there, and that is the passage for air. And obviously as we have seen yet, whatever the theory, for sound medium is needed, and the medium is air, because while inhaling obviously air is present over there. So when the lungs force air through the slit, the vocal cords vibrate, producing sound. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. When vocal cords are tight and thin, the type or quality of voice is different. And now we can make the different voices also. Then the size of the vocal cords gets tight and thin. Okay, that time the voice we can change. Produce a sound bho bho, meow meow. At the time of bho bho, you have to apply some tension, like you have to apply some mass with your thorax, around your thorax. That means the tension is creating with your local cords. Okay, so whatever the tension is creating, it depends on the tension what kind of voice is coming out. So obviously we can say the tension is creating with the vocal cords. So here we are having one activity. Take two rubber strips of unused bicycle tube. Place these two pieces one on above other and stretch them tight. Now blow air through the gap between them. As the air blows through the gap between the rubber strips, our sound is produced. So similarly, human larynx works in the similar way. Next topic is sound generation by loudspeaker. Obviously we all heard this type of sound generation, and through the loudspeaker how it is increasing. So there is a way for the same. We know that sound can be produced using loudspeaker. The internal arrangement in the loudspeaker is shown over here. You can observe this is the internal construction of the loudspeaker. This is permanent magnet over here. This one is coil which is attached to the magnet. E-shaped magnet is there, and coil is attached with the circular coil. Likewise around it we have taken the coil, and this is the screen. Through the screen voice is coming out. So this is the internal construction for the loudspeaker. So You can observe in the figure it consists of permanent magnet as well as coil is wound around, and if current flows through this coil it also generates magnetic field. So this we have learned earlier chapter also. If the current is flowing through this wire is creating what it is creating, it is creating a magnetic field around it, because magnet is there, and we all know if the current is flowing through the wire then it is also creating magnetic field. So we must have seen if the two magnets are brought near each other they move depending on their position. In the same way here, depending on magnetic field created due to the coil, magnetic field is creating due to the coil moves back and forth. Why? Because magnetic field is creating, then it starts to move back and forth. The frequency and amplitude of the movement of the coil depends on the vibration in the current flowing through the coil. As the coil moves, the conical screen of the loudspeaker which is attached to the coil, it also moves back and forth. So we have seen that due to back and forth motion prongs of the tuning fork, sound is generated, sound is produced. So in the same way here also, due to the back and forth motion of the loudspeaker screen, sound waves are produced in air. So this is the construction about the sound loudspeaker. So we can feel these vibrations of loudspeaker on the screen, and just by gently touching the screen of loudspeaker which is producing sound, very loud sound can be produced by using a loudspeaker. Therefore loudspeakers are used in public places because it will create a much loud, and we learned this last year also. And if this sound level is around 100 decibel, then the sound can be harmful to us. It should be around 20 to 25, it is good for our ear. If it is around 100 then it is not good for our ears. Okay, so we should heard in between the limit of the sound. And I hope you all have understood this construction. Nothing is there with this construction. This is magnet and the coil is attached with this magnet, and with this coil when we are passing a current through it, this wire is also creating a magnet. If this wire is creating a magnet, then this magnet is gonna get attracted with it, and the back and forth motion is there, it is helping with the screen also, and it is producing back and forth motion means it is tuning for how we have done back and forth motion and the vibrations are creating. Similarly this thing is also happening over here, and because of that the sound is gets produced. And this is the overall details about the